Welcome to Show Up and Glow. My name's Jalen. This is my Cozy Corner, a space created just for you to tune in and chill out. If this interests you, I invite you to find some headphones, a quiet space, and join me for a calming and comforting experience. If this is not for you, that is okay. I appreciate you stopping by. As you notice yourself enjoying your stay, please be sure to like and subscribe for more of this calm and cozy vibe. Now let's get started and welcome in y'all. Oh boy, you know when she hits you with a y'all up top, it's gonna be, she's about to go on a rant. She's about to go on a rant. No, I'm not gonna go on a rant. I'm just feeling all sorts of like cozy fall vibes, even though we are not yet there where I live, where most of the country lives in like true fall. Maybe some states are feeling it. We are definitely not. But the body, the mind, my soul is feeling it. It's feeling this deep slowdown, and it's feeling this just sense of starting to rest more, wanting to rest more, and I love that. I love the change of all the seasons, I guess. Even though I do not like summer, I can appreciate certain things about all the seasons, and that transition from one to the next is really just so unique and delightful. Because once we're in the season, sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, get that season out of here, I'm tired of that season. But that change from one season to the next, I've just learned to really be in it. And so now the sun is coming up a little later. The sun is going down earlier, which again I love. I know some people can't stand the sun going down early, but I can't. I can't stand when it stays up till like 10 p.m. I don't drive with that. And I just feel so like cozy that today I just want to read. I want to read something. I feel I want to take some knowledge in, read something, but because of YouTube rules and laws, I can't do that. I can't just read without possibly getting in trouble. So we're going to do a card reading today out of the medicine cards, which a little story accompanies every card. And that's what I feel like doing today. So if this resonates with you, fantastic. If you're just here for the cozy spoken word, fantastic. Wherever the cozy corner finds you today is perfect. And enjoy the cozy corner however you like. So I'm going to get started. Medicine cards. On my walk today, I noticed a dragonfly was flying really low, like to the ground, and he was kind of in a shadow, and he was fluttering here and there, and as I approached him, I just started watching him, and then it was almost like he was walking with me, like he was in mid-flight turning the other way, and then turned the direction I was going and continued to walk with me to the edge of the street. I love little moments like that, and you have to really be aware and mindful and present to find them. and notice them in your day-to-day. I could have just been looking straight the whole time. I could have been looking over this way. I could have been on my phone, which I never do on a walk, but you know what I mean. You get distracted. But something allowed me, and mindfully I said, oh, look at that dragonfly. And we had a nice, great moment together. So I'm feeling really connected to nature lately with the seasons changing. Just want to see what the medicine cards have to say, read a little nice. They're not really like parables or fables. They're just like little stories. A little story about whatever animals want to come through today. Well, there's one. Take that one. We'll do 3. Oh, there was 2 that fell out. That'll work. Interesting lineup we have here. The first one is in the contrary position, which means it is upside down. So we have frog number 38 upside down, contrary. Let's see what frog medicine has to say. Sing, frog, sing, call the rains, quench the dryness, cleanse the earth, then fill me up again. 38, frog, cleansing. Frog sings the songs that bring the rain and make the road dirt more bearable. Frog medicine is akin to water energy and the east on the medicine wheel. Frog teaches us to honor our tears, for they cleanse the soul. All water rites belong to frog, including all initiations by water. Water prepares and cleanses the body for sacred ceremony. It is the element we understand best in the womb. Frog, like ourselves, is a polywog in the fetal waters and only learns to hop after it experiences the world of fluidity. The transformation into adulthood prepares frog its powers to call in the waters of the sky, the rain. In knowing the element of water, frog can sing the song that calls the rain to earth. When the ponds are dry, frog calls upon the thunder beings to cleanse and replenish the earth with water. Like frog, we are asked to know when it is time to refresh, purify, and refill the coffers of the soul. If frog hopped into your cards you chose today, its ribbit may be calling in the cleansing you need. If you were to look at where you are today, would you use any of the following words to describe your condition? Tired, overloaded, harried, frustrated, guilty, itchy, nervous, at loss, empty, or weakened? Since we're in contrary, I don't want to read too much of the story as... Oh, well, because it's in contrary, I won't read what it means in the upright, so I'll skip through that. We'll go right to contrary. Looks like the rest of his description is about what it means in the upright, so contrary. Frog slipped in the mud and is lying on its back, unable to right itself. Get ready for more mud in your eye. Contrary position of frog can frog. The contrary position of frog can denote an unwillingness on your part to wipe the mirror out of your life. Mire, mirror, mire. Mud can turn from mirror to bog to quicksand if you don't recognize its effect on your present situation. Is someone draining your energy? Are you allowing yourself to ride down the tubes with them? Have you tried to settle someone else's quarrel and gotten in the line of fire? Stop. Recognize what it is that is mucking up the lily pond. Swim with frog. Frog's bug eyes see it all. Dive deeply and then hop to the next lily pad to catch the sun. In this way, you may see exactly what has been draining your energy. At times, all of life's activities can be overwhelming, and everyone occasionally needs a break. Contrary frog can signal one of those moments, but can also portend a time of feeling waterlogged. In feeling waterlogged, you may be dealing with too many emotions or feelings. This is to say that the world is too much with you, or that you have immersed yourself in one idea or activity to the exclusion of all other facets of your life. And if this is the case, a break from routine is suggested. Hop to other lily pads or visit other ponds for a while. Oh my gosh, I wish it wasn't that easy, frog. Negativity is drawn to you when you refuse to give yourself the time and space needed to assume a new viewpoint. Frog in the contrary position is an omen that you are courting disaster if you don't stop and smell the lilies, eat some flies, bask in the sun, and rivet until the rain comes to refill your spirit. Oh boy. Frog, oh frog. Next we have another one in the contrary position. This is possum. I do not call it an opossum. Down where I'm from, we just call it an old possum. And I said O-L-E apostrophe possum. Number 23. Possums have kind of been infiltrating my family's yard. So it's really funny that we just got possum energy. Because possum's been around me lately. Oh, possum, roll over. Are you really dead or just playing possum? Was it something I said? 23. Possum, diversion. Possum's greatest form of protection is to play dead. In doing this, possum confuses many a predator into believing that the game is over. Oftentimes, the confused rival walks away or looks the other direction for a moment, and the possum runs to safety. Possum medicine uses a great deal of strategy. If all else fails, possum plays dead. It has the ability to fight with its claws and teeth, but it rarely uses this form of protection. Instead, the supreme strategy of diversion is constantly employed when things get a little too hard to handle. Possum has developed an act that would receive an Academy Award in the animal kingdom. The musk of the death scent is excreted at will, adding to the master play that sends enemies on many trails of confusion. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I gotta skip to contrary because he's in contrary. In the reversed position, possum may be warning you against getting caught in the high drama of your life's present scenario. Close your eyes and dramatize may keep you from seeing the truth of a situation. You may buy into melodrama in yourself or others. You might as well play dead if you are justifying what you are doing with a tragic victim routine. If this concept does not apply to your situation, take a look at the possibility that you may have recently been giving excuses for why you don't want to do something instead of telling the truth. In fearing to hurt someone's feelings, you may have trapped yourself in a justification pattern. I'm too sick. I'm too poor. I'm watching my weight. I'm too short, tall, sad, busy, tired, etc. In having to defend yourself with excuses, you may have lost the point. You don't have to defend your right to be. The exercise is in learning to politely say that something would not be appropriate for you at this time. That's all. You owe no one an excuse. Learn to imitate possum and play dead in the sense that the best strategy is no defense. In assuming the viewpoint of no defense, you have chosen the right to be who and what you are with no games involved. The proper use of diversion is to know when you do not need to use diversion at all. You owe no one an excuse for how you feel or what you choose to experience. Oh, possum. Oh, possum is right. And the last card we have in the upright position, which is lovely. We have Black Panther, number 52. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card, to be quite honest. It's very pretty. It's the last one of the deck. Are you ready? Are you ready? Last card today and the last one in the deck. This ought to be a real good one. So basically we have frog is like, get out of your own way, get the mud out of your eyes, like be cool, be chill. Possum's like, you don't need to tell anybody anything, live your life. And Black Panther's gonna be like, oh, midnight jaguar, wash me with your courage and steal me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown, then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. 52. Black Panther, embracing the unknown. Black Panther slid silently through the bayou, her golden eyes catching the starlight, midnight fur soundlessly rippling over her stealthy sinew, muscle, and bone. She and her mate were the last of their kind in the homeland of the Caddo tribe. The Panther clan had been honored and respected by the red people of the bayou for hundreds of years. Black Panther's medicine allows human beings to face their fears and dark behaviors, exploring those internal, shadowy aspects of being. Most of Panther's tribe had been stalked and killed by the other two-leggeds, who had come across the big water and who feared their own dark natures. Those people were in need of her healing medicine. That night, the Black Panther stood at the edge of the swampy bayou, sniffing at the night, trying to catch the scent of any newcomer willing to go beyond their fears and trust her medicine. No, not on this night, but she would patiently wait for one courageous explorer of the healing potential found in the dark of the unknown. The Caddo people called her clan the Black Panther, and her tribe was known as Midnight or Black Jaguar to the Maya. The color black is honored by the red race. Darkness is the place for seeking and finding answers, for accepting healings, and for accessing the hidden light of truth. Black Panther teaches us through our dreams to delve into the places within ourselves that need healing. She shows us how to track the unfamiliar territory found on the journey of self-discovery and to fearlessly face the unknown. If the Black Panther has appeared today, it may be telling you not to worry about the future. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown, of being less than you truly are, or an inability to simply be. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. I gotta read that again. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper into your own self-discovery and healing process. Here you will discover Black Panther's unexpected blessings. Ooh, I love that. I love that. It's kind of nice to think about. There's a Black Panther maybe on the other side of your meditations of going inward and like what that Black Panther can open up to. It's really lovely. Here's one final look at all the cards together. I'll keep them upright so you can get the full effect of all the creatures today. It's a quirky lineup. That was a quirky lineup today. It really was. Thank you so much for joining me here today in the Cozy Corner and taking in a little story time, a little message, and just some calm for you today. We can get so wrapped up in the noise of the world, so I appreciate you when you come to the Cozy Corner and take a break for yourself. A little bit goes a very long way. I'm really happy you're here with me today. So I'll see you again real soon.